for y'all in this one. What did you like best about how you closed this one out?
I like our start to the game. I thought we got off to a great start. And then our second half defense, we held them to 39 points. And then offensively, CJ and BI, no turnovers. They just set the tone. JV set the tone, our starters. And so, no matter who our opponent is, it's important for us to carve out wins at this time of the season.
Speaking of setting the tone, BI told me what got him going so much in that first quarter, 17 points, was the responsibility of trying to set a tone that would trickle down to his teammates. Do you see him providing leadership in those types of quiet ways, and do you feel like it's effective for your squad?
I do, and he is. He's leading in his way. And when Brandon plays the way he did tonight, the guys, they gain energy from him. And not only was he scoring, but his rebounding, obviously 10 assists, triple-double for him tonight. This is a big-time game for him and just moments for our young team. And so he's doing a great job of leading this group. CJ's doing a great job. And then we're kind of putting it all together with throwing the ball more to JV in the post and kind of settling us down.
The first triple-double of BI's career, as a matter of fact. So many people so excited for him. Yeah. He's a special player to you. What do you think it means for him? What does it say to you as a coach and one of his mentors that he was finally able to notch this milestone?
I think it speaks to his maturity throughout this process. He understands that he's going to have the ball in his hands at times. He's doing a great job of setting the tone with his just 0.5, passing to his teammates, getting guys open. Rebounding has been huge for us. He's doing that. And then we all know he can score at any moment. So on all three levels tonight, he was fantastic.
Yeah, to Jen's point, Brandon said at shoot-around today, we need to get off the better starts. He comes out, has 17, 6, 5 in the first quarter. How does it help when, your most talented player just comes out and controls every facet of the game like that from the jump?
It's what we've all continued to talk about as a team. When I come in here, we've spoken about getting off to better starts. Tonight, Brandon set the tone right away. Collectively, that's what those guys have to do. Tonight was PI. There'll be nights where it's someone else, but getting off to a good start, playing with the lead is important.
Has the way the ball has just topped around and the offense flowed reminded you of some of the things you guys were able to do last spring at all lately?
It reminds me even earlier in the season when the ball was hopping around and guys are feeling good. They're touching the ball. We're getting out playing fast. It's a part of our offense. We had moments this season where, we just couldn't find a rhythm, but it looks like we're finding it at the right time.
Yeah, and all too well, this is the point in the season where you need your great players to be great, right, to step up. How much have you seen that from BI, and how important is that going to be for these final 9 games of the season?
We're definitely seeing it. He's putting it on display for us, and it's going to be extremely important. We know what's ahead of us. This road trip is a business trip for us. We got some tough teams on the road. So we're going to enjoy this win tonight. We'll get back to work tomorrow and then get ready for our trip.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about the adjustments you guys have made to the offense. The last few games we've seen his assists go up. How much was that one of the adjustments, kind of allowing him to control the offense a little bit more in half-court sets?
We're definitely making some adjustments as we go. And we will have the ball in BI's hands a bit more. It allows frees CJ up to score more. It frees JV up to score more. And then we can flip it and put it in CJ's hands and get the ball to BI. So we're working at it. And it's not a finished product right now, but we're working down the stretch to continue to simplify our offense, but make sure the ball is in certain guys' hands so that they can create for everybody else.
What are some of the main takeaways from these last few games that you would want to see, make sure you guys carry over into this road trip?
The main takeaways is defensively, we have to have a presence, stepping on the floor, keeping teams out of our paint, contesting shots. We have to finish possessions with a rebound. So that's number one. And then offensively, we got to get up and down the floor, kick the ball up, 0.5. From there, we want to establish JV a bit more. And then just simple, just make simple plays, hit singles over and over again.
And how nice was it to see some guys maybe boxing out a little extra to get Brandon those extra rebounds there?
It's always great when teammates are fighting to help other guys on their team, be successful, and that's what we're about.
Coach, before this game began, were you aware that Brandon had never had a career triple-double in the NBA?
I wasn't. I mean, as good as he is, I would have thought he would have had a number of them by now, but, that's BI sometimes. Sometimes he's right there and he comes up a bit short just because he's reading the game. Tonight it was good to see him get one.
And when did you think about the word triple-double? Was it before the end of the first quarter? Like, when did you think it was a possibility that BI might get one? Were you
I didn't know he had one until the game was over, honestly. I wasn't looking at the stats. I got the stat sheet once the game was over, and that's when I noticed that he had a triple-double.
20 and 19 for JV. Can you talk about his performance tonight?
JV has been huge. Once again, we're making sure that we include him early in our offense. He does a great job of, getting position, catching the ball, and just making good decisions, whether it's scoring or kicking it out for a teammate.
Naji off the bench, I think he was pretty important. Can you talk about the way he was able to affect the game as well?
Naji has been building towards this. If you go back and look at his last, 4 or 5 games, he's playing with such force. He's getting the ball off the glass and pushing, kicking it up to teammates for lobs. So he was building towards a big game, and it was good to see him, get some of what we call his exotic layups to fall tonight. So he's been great, and it's good to see him come out and play well.
Coach, regardless of the control you guys have had the last few games during the third period, it always comes up to tackle you guys in the third period. Just go through something like that with what you guys work on, if either offensively or defensively.
We just have to maintain a level of consistency throughout the course of the game. And tonight it was really the second quarter that they were able to get back in the game. But that's the goal. The goal is to play 48 minutes all out with force, with the right mindset. And I feel like the last few games we're getting closer.
Coach, you're in a position now where if you can stack a couple more wins, add on to this win streak, you're not so much watching other teams and hoping for other teams. That's a position you'd much rather be in down the stretch, right?
Absolutely. That's the goal, is to keep carving out wins and put ourselves in a position to play in the postseason. And I believe we kind of control our own destiny with that. And it's not going to be easy, and our guys understand that, but we're going to go after it. Okay, thank you.